Hello Gemini, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your next 3 months tarot reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So I hope you're well. Remember, these readings won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you as always. We're looking at October, November and December 2022 for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So Gemini, what I've done is I've pulled out the relevant cards from your yearly reading. So we have the Ace of Swords in October, we have the Nine of Cups in November, and we have the Three of Wands in December. These are very good energies actually. But let's pull some additional cards. We'll look at the common themes, the overarching themes, and then we will go into some of the individual cards and see what else, whether the messages we get, because we're not one-dimensional. A lot can happen in a month, even 3 months, in different areas of our lives. So we will pull out those messages too. So let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Gemini, please? Angel Spirits Guides, message for Gemini next 3 months, Angel Spirits Guides. Thank you. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the World. And we have the Knight of Cups. Let's see what we have for November for Gemini, please. Angel Spirits Guides, thank you. Strength card. The Hierophant. And we have the Three of Cups. Page of Pentacles, King of Cups, and we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, Gemini. There's a kind of key message that I'm getting here for some of you, and this is really October to November time. The Ace of Swords is a feeling of really seeing the truth of the situation for what it is. Now, you might be dealing with some truth here, but it can be somebody is seeing the reality of the situation for what it is, and they know that they have to adapt. They have to be more flexible than what they have been before. I don't know if this is you or somebody who's connected to you in some way. The World card can be about elevating a relationship, taking things to the next level in terms of love, romance, relationships. I mean, it could well be circumstances. For example, somebody, and I'm not saying that this is a key reason, but it's just an easiest example. Somebody might realize that they're pregnant, and it might make somebody realize that they have to, have more responsibility coming down the line in terms of, the relationship naturally going to the next level. So that might cause somebody to change their stance in a situation from where they were before. That is the energy that I'm getting, but it's not the only thing. This is somebody who might be just changing. They might be altering their stance in some way because circumstances require that. They might see that you're not happy with the relationship, or you're not getting what you want out of the relationship, and that causes somebody to alter their stance in some way. So this can be an energy here where somebody is just adjusting, somebody is adapting, somebody is realizing they're going to have to be more flexible than they have been before in taking things to the next level in a relationship. So the Knight of Cups, it can be in terms of a proposal or an offer of love that brings change in your circumstances in terms of love, romance, relationships. It can be about moving in together, getting married, having children, deepening a relationship, a commitment. Certainly with the Hierophant being really in November, it could be taking the next traditional step, whatever the next traditional step is. That's the energy that I'm getting quite strongly here, Gemini. Somebody sees the truth of the situation for what it is. So this is about taking the steps that they need to take to keep this person happy, to make them happy, to give them their wish, to give them their dream, because they're facing their own demons. They're facing the things that kept them from doing that in the first place, and that is the Strength card. When we face things that are not easy to face, even within ourselves. So this can be that kind of energy of celebration and joy. There could even be some announcement, some celebration here, Gemini, because you're getting your wish. That is the energy. Somebody is giving you a wish and making you very happy. Again, this can also be vice versa energy, but I feel somebody is facing some truths, facing some insecurities about themselves, and they're overcoming it, which is all about discovery and growth as a result of that. So that is the energy that I'm getting quite strongly as a theme, October to November. Yeah. Because, even these cards here, this feels like this is about all systems go, moving forward. Sometimes that Knight of Wands can also represent somebody who hasn't been committed before, but now they're embracing the energy of commitment on a new path here with the Page of Pentacles, and things are looking very optimistic about the future with the Three of Wands. So that can be the energy here, Gemini, as I'm feeling really a common theme. In a relationship is deepening, and there's a lot of happiness coming your way. And it feels I think that you're dealing with somebody or you could have had some insecurities, could be down to past experiences, past relationships, but I feel someone's ready, or it might well be circumstances require somebody to change now and adapt. Whatever that Ace of Swords is revealing to you or somebody. That is what I'm seeing quite strongly, but this is somebody who is ready to be vulnerable, where they may not have been open to be vulnerable before. So that is the energy that I'm getting quite strongly as an overarching theme for some of you. It's really beautiful. It is really beautiful. It just feels very, very lovely in terms of really going deeper in the relationship and being ready to, and overcoming the things that have kept them from doing that. Because when we let fear rule, when we let our insecurities rule, we don't grow. We don't grow as individuals. We don't progress as individuals. We stay stuck. So this is the energy here that allows us to face things that need to be faced in order to grow and discover and move forward and deepen things, and be vulnerable and be comfortable with that. That is the energy here. So let's go through these cards month by month now, Gemini. So we have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords can be, it can actually be for some of you. I've kind of gone through the message that I was getting in terms of love, romance, relationships, so I'm not going to repeat it. But the Ace of Swords can be linked with a victory. It can be linked with success. It can be linked with a breakthrough. All of a sudden, you get the clarity. Could be in the form of a decision, communication, coming your way, but it's successful for you, and it opens a new door, a new path for you. And I like the Ace of Swords for you because it's air energy, so it's your element. It's something that has your name on it. It's a door that's meant for you to be opened. So it might well be for some of you that you're getting some kind of victory, you're getting some kind of success. There's some breakthrough in your circumstances. And again, the Ace of Swords isn't an easy sword to have, because to get to this point, you would have had to climb a lot of mountains. You can see in the distance all those mountains to get to this point, but here we are. So this is the energy here of claiming your success, victory that allows you to move through to a new beginning. That is the energy here. That could well be, anything to do with a success, could be a money thing, could be a career thing, could be a legal thing. It could be really any area. It could be a bureaucracy thing, could be a government thing, but this is the energy of you're getting some kind of breakthrough, victory, success. Because the Two of Pentacles represents here, sometimes this can be a choice or a decision here, Gemini, but I feel this is where you're just like, I don't know which way it's going to go. It could go this way, it could go that way, and you're just feeling a little bit in between things. This is where you're going to get the clarity that you need, and that's the energy that I'm getting quite strongly. So that's what I'm getting for some of you here, because the World card right next to it, this is also, it can represent a completion, but it's a successful completion a lot of the time. The World card, however we get to this point, there would have been trial, error, growth, learnings, good and bad experiences, but this is the victory, this is the win, this is the success, this is the goal achievement. It's a real card of accomplishment and celebration because you got to the end, you got the outcome, you got the success that you deserved. So this is the energy here, Gemini, with these cards on the table of you're claiming the success, you're claiming the win here. These cards are very victorious energies that allow you to step now through a new phase of your life. That is the energy here. So like I said, this is very good in business, legal, governmental, however it resonates for you. Now, the Knight of Cups, it could be somebody has offered you support along the way. That could be emotional support. That could well be, somebody out of love offering you support of other kinds. Could be financial. It's done with love. It's driven by love. That is the Knight of Cups. So it could well be somebody has been through this with you, and been really supportive and has been offering you help when you need it. That can be the Knight of Cups. This can also be, Gemini, it could be linked with this situation, that the Knight of Cups can be linked with creative opportunities. Very good in terms of culture, arts, entertainment, media, expressive industries, writing, publishing. So it could be some offer on that front here as well, Gemini, that can be very good for you. If you've been pursuing a creative endeavour in some way, this is a very good offer or invitation in that respect. So going through the cards individually, I've kind of covered the majority of them, but the other thing that I want to say about the Knight of Cups is it can also be some kind of offer, and I spoke about creative industries, but it can also be about projects or things close to your heart. This can be about things like amateur dramatics and some kind of offer on that front. You understand what I'm saying? So there's levels to these cards. It can be about pursuing a hobby or a passion or a vehicle that allows you to let your creative passion, flow. This is the energy here where you have an opportunity or an offer to do that. So that is the energy that I'm getting quite strongly here, Gemini. And that's really what I'm getting with these cards. The only other thing that I want to say with the Two of Pentacles, it might well be for some of you, you have a choice to make or a decision. The Two of Pentacles always represents, will I, won't I, do I, don't I, if I want to move in one area and give up another, do I want to do that? It's where you're in between worlds in some respect, trying to make up your mind. The message is you need to look at the value of this. You need to look at, it could be a monetary thing for some of you. If you're choosing between two opportunities, two paths, it can be about the value, the package, the offer, how valued where you are now versus how valuable and attractive the offer is in terms of how you move forward. So it can be on that front in terms of looking at the value, the practical side of things in how you make choices and decisions. If you wanted to move home or relocate, well, have I got the money? Am I prepared to use that money? What's the practical side of things? Do I want to live in that location? You might be just making some kind of key choices here about how you move forward. So this can be just about value, practical things. Yeah. And if you're not clear, give yourself the space and time until you are clear. But with the Ace of Swords being your overarching energy, you'll get the clarity to make the clear choices and decisions for you in the month of October. So this can be epiphanies, breakthroughs in the fact that you get an idea in terms of how you want to move forward. So that's what I'm getting quite strongly for the month of October here, Gemini. So let's move into November. So I've kind of gone into relationships, so I'm not going to touch on that now, Gemini. I'm going to start with these cards here because I just want to draw to your attention here the Nine of Cups and the Three of Cups. These can be celebratory energies. You might be invited to attend some kind of celebration. Could be your own. You might be inviting people to attend an announcement or a party or some kind of celebration of your own. So this can be that kind of energy. For others of you, this could be friends, family, may have some party, some event, some invitation for you to attend. So these cards can really represent that. This can be about good food, good company. You know, it can just be about a very indulgent energy with the Nine of Cups. So that's what I'm getting quite strongly here. The Nine of Cups as an overarching energy is very fortuitous for you, Gemini, in November, because it represents that there's real happiness available to you, that happiness really flows, and that you have an opportunity to secure achievements, to get dreams made real, to have wishes come true, you know. And it's not in fairyland energy. It is actually about, by your own effort, this person has pursued, they have taken action. You can see the red socks, you can see the red hat. This represents that they have been inspired mentally in terms of how to take action, and they have taken action. They have been inspired to take action to achieve those trophies that are now behind them and in that display shelf. So this is a card of achievement. This is a card of, look at what I've achieved, and I feel satisfied and accomplished and so pleased with myself. So this can be the energy of somebody who's really pleased with themselves because they've secured their wish. They've made their dreams a reality. That is the energy here quite strongly. Now, that could be relationships, that could be money, career, finances, which we always tend to move to. But it can also be about just feeling happy with your lot in life. You know, a combination of different areas of your lives coming together and just feeling really content and happy, that everything's just feeling like it's falling into place. And you might feel very content in November. That is the energy that I'm getting for some of you. So the Strength card is the strength to face things that are difficult to face here, Gemini. For some of you, it can be that you might have had to be strong. You might have had to be resolute here. This can be about standing firm as well. It can be about softly, standing firm, standing your ground, staying resolute, staying strong, being courageous, and facing things that are difficult to face with a view to overcoming them and bringing positive change. That can be in your own energy. Like I said, this can be about facing our own insecurities, fears, obstacles, even mental blocks. It can also be about facing things in your external environment. Now, that could be any area. That could be health, that could be money, career, that could be relationship areas, family, friends, love, romance. But this is whatever you encounter, know that you have everything that you need to face it and overcome it. If you believe in your own power to do that, that is the energy here. When we connect to our own power, you can see the infinity sign above that person's head. It is infinite. We have infinite resource of courage, strength, power at our disposal because it's given us through God, the divine, the universe, and it's in infinite supply. So this is the energy here of whatever needs to be faced. Know that you have the power to overcome that this month. And again, the Nine of Cups is a great energy of getting your wish, happiness, joy, celebration. So the Hierophant comes in when we're being told there's a higher power at work in a reading. The Hierophant is a very spiritual energy. This can be where we have to lean on our spiritual faith in times when we need to be strong. This is the energy here, Gemini, where you might find your spiritual faith as well. Sometimes things that test us make us go in search of faith. This can be that kind of energy of, your faith has been waiting to be found. So this is all about, it can be about self-discovery, like I said, and this can be, for some of you, sometimes things test us in order for us to find our faith, to connect to our faith, to lean on our faith, to realize how important our faith is. That is the energy here. Now, this can also be about where we give it up to God, Spirit, the universe, and there's a higher power at work. So it's a lovely energy of whatever you face, you're not facing on your own. Know that. It can also be that as part of, spiritual enlightenment, you might be connecting to a holy person. You might seek counsel from a holy person, and they might be influential in supporting you this month. This is the energy here. So very spiritual energy, the Hierophant. Yeah, So whatever you're facing, a strong energy, if you're not facing it alone, that is definitely the energy that I'm getting here. It does feel either side, whatever this is, whatever has to be faced, whether it's inner insecurities, whether it's external challenges, obstacles, difficulties, where you have to be strong. That, and like I said, this could be family, friends, love, romance. It could be health areas. It could well be in terms of money, career, finances. Whatever the situation is, Gemini, this is the energy here if it all ends well. It's bookended with celebration, joy, happiness. A feeling of the winter is over, the spring is here, and that is the energy that I'm getting quite strongly. You get your wish. Now, for some of you, that could link through to December. And I just want to make a point. If it was to do with money, career, finances, the Three of Wands is very good on that front. This can be a great energy in terms of your ships are coming in. What you have taken action towards. This is, you can finally turn your back on a situation. You've achieved your Nine of Cups. You've achieved your wish fulfillment. And you're really positive about how the future is playing out now. This can be about, things are looking bright and optimistic. That is the energy that I'm getting quite strongly. And it can also represent something good is coming your way too. Could be success is coming your way in some level. Just feeling very optimistic and bright about the future. That is the main energy with the Three of Wands. Because again, this Page of Pentacles can be about planting new seeds. So that can be in terms of money, career, finances, starting something new. If you've achieved something in maybe a goal of some kind, or achieved a wish coming true, again, these energies can represent, starting something new, planting new seeds. In December, with the Knight of Wands, this is very good in terms of enterprise, business, career, projects, that kind of thing. But the Knight comes in fast, and it can be linked with exciting opportunities. So this is a lovely energy here, Gemini, of whatever you've taken steps towards. There is a feeling, certainly in October, of celebration coming your way. Celebration of feeling like you're achieving something, real happiness, joy, getting your heart's desire, feeling the happiness flowing. That is the energy. Even having some kind of party here. And things looking really positive and optimistic. You could be starting something new here. And like I said, this could be linked with the Knight of Wands. So very beautiful energy on that front. The other thing that I want to say with the Three of Wands, and it's really not carrying on from this. This can just be the energy of, I can just turn my back on a situation now. I can turn my back on whatever has gone before, and I'm ready to really open things up. I'm ready to move in a new direction. I'm feeling really optimistic about the future here and hopeful. Things are looking really positive. So that is a lovely energy here. And that could be in any area of life. That could be health, like I said, health, family, relationships. Just a lovely energy. Now with the King of Cups being here, Gemini, the King of Cups can be the King of Hearts, the King of Emotions. It might well be for some of you here, and it might well be a process here. Like I said, the process of where a relationship is being deepened, somebody who may not have been committed before, but they're embracing the element of commitment. That is the energy that I was definitely getting with the King of Cups energy, again, male or female. But this can be somebody who is connected to your heart in some way. And similarly, the King of Cups can also be a very supportive energy, quite a kind, compassionate energy. Somebody who has your best interests at heart. This would be quite a fatherly energy or a parental energy in some way. Somebody who is just very caring and compassionate, gives you support when you need it, that kind of energy. That is the King of Cups. Helps you rise above the situations. Even if you encounter some kind of emotional situation here, this is somebody who will support you getting back on track and rising above whatever challenges that you have on that front. So that's what I'm getting here, Gemini. The Page of Pentacles can be like I said, it can be very good in terms of starting something new. Now, the Page of Pentacles is very good in terms of career, very good in terms of money areas, especially with the Knight of Wands. These two really do link with enterprise, business, career, jobs, you know, very good on that front. But the Page of Pentacles can be about practically doing something. So for some of you, it might well be that if it's not just linked to money and career, it might well be for some of you that you decide to do a course, you decide to get a professional qualification, you desire to put something practical into action. It could well be a passion or a desire in some way. So you might be starting your own business. It could well be a secondary business for some of you. It could be a YouTube channel, for example. That can be the Page of Pentacles, where you're just trying it out. The page is almost like an apprentice. It learns as they go. So it could well be that you're just learning as you go. Could be with a new job. Could also be with, for some of you, like I said, just trying something new out practically in terms of money, career, finances, which has real opportunity to be very abundant. The page is just the beginnings of that, the beginnings of opening that door. So that's the energy that I'm getting quite strongly. But it can be about skills development. For some of you, it can also be about even starting again, beginning again in a completely different industry. That can be the energy, either as a main job or an additional job. So however that resonates for you here, it feels like it's something practical here, Gemini. This is the energy of you're just taking steps in a particular direction. You're happy to this point. Whatever's gone before has gone before. And for some of you, this can be about things are looking optimistic now in what you've taken action towards. So like for some of you, this could well be you celebrated in November, and there is a feeling here of starting something new in December, whatever that is. Like I said, it could even be a hobby of some kind. So there's levels to these cards. And the King of Cups can be, like I said, can be somebody who is very caring, compassionate, loving, you know, very lovely energy. Now, the Knight of Wands, Gemini, the message that I'm getting with this as well, yes, it can be linked with exciting opportunity. The Knights can bring offers. They deliver offers for change. So very good in terms of business, enterprise, career. Very exciting as well with this Knight of Wands. It can also be for some of you that this is where you're getting a green light. So whatever this Three of Wands is, whatever you're taking steps towards in December, is connected to your heart and soul, your passions and desires. Yes, this can lend itself very good in terms of jobs, but it's not limited to that. It's about following passions, desires, your heart's desire in some way. The Knight of Wands can be a green light. It can be about all systems go, everything moving, all systems go. So this can be that kind of energy here, Gemini, where there's real change here for some of you, but it's exciting change. And you might be beginning something new. That's what I'm getting really for December time. So lovely, lovely energies. I'm going to pull you a final message. Final message for Gemini. Final message for our lovely Geminis, thank you. We have shine from within. So illumination is given from within. That is what Spirit is telling you. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. For some of you, as an additional thing, I will say, if some of you have been thinking about maybe moving a distance for some of you and starting somewhere new, potentially. For some of you, you might be considering moving overseas in some way. That was just an additional message that I have for you as well. It might well be that you're getting some good news. It could well be even things like visa applications and so on and so forth. That could be for you or someone close to you. Things are looking good for that. So that's what I have to say, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed this reading, found it helpful, useful. I wish you a wonderful next 3 months. If you enjoyed this reading, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time.